Hey guys, welcome to PJ's Coin Capers. So today I'm going to be looking for a coin I've never actually really paid too much attention to. And it's the 1999 large head 10-cent coin. Now, there is a small head and a large head. And I've really never paid any attention to it. I just go through and there is a large cud that can be found on the 1999 coin. But other than that, I haven't bothered to really focus in and see what's going on with that particular coin. Now, I figured we would spend some time and go through some 10-cent rolls just to sort of see whether they can be found easily or not. Alright, so I don't think I've got much of a chance of trying to keep this as a tower, but I will try my best. We were very close there. Oh, no. We might need to split this tower. Alright, so I think I'm going to do that and we'll zoom in a bit closer. We'll go through and we'll start comparing. And look, if we find anything else that's low mintage, such as the 2011, we will certainly be keeping that. As well as the 1985 would certainly be one that we would keep, which has a mintage of 2 million. But let's make a start and see if we can identify any of the large head and small head varieties. Alright, so the coin that we're actually looking for will have the IRB effigy, so it stands out pretty quickly that that's not going to be one of them. You can also look for, there is some die cracks that can be found on some of the coins as well, but primarily we're just going to focus on the 1999. Now, I did have a little bit of a look. I did some research on this particular coin. And so what I read was that somebody back in 2016 actually had, I think, close to 100 1999 10-cent coins, and out of the 99 they found 9 had the large heads. All right, so based on that, for every 10 99s, we should hopefully find one. Alright. Now, 99, the mintage on the 99 is, where is it? 1999 has a mintage of 97.1 million. So there are plenty of them available. Alright, so here's our first 99. Now, I will need to compare once I find another one, but my feeling is that that is probably a small head. Alright, so we'll compare once we keep going, but that's our first 99. So it's a variety, okay? Here's another 99. Let's compare these two and see if there's any differences. It's pretty difficult to tell if they both look the same to me, so hopefully they're either large heads or small heads, but we'll keep trying to find some more examples. Year 2000, 2015, so 67. So it's very rare that I'll noodle through 10-cent coins, but with something else to look for, I thought it'd be interesting to see if we can find one and just how many 99s we find. Now, I actually have 10 rolls now. I really doubt I'm going to get through 10 rolls, but I think we'll get so far, and then maybe I'll go through some separately and I'll get through all of those rolls and I'll show you the results at the end of this video. But we'll keep on going for now in the hope that we do find. We've got a kiwi. Oh, it's the 1 shilling, so it's probably 1967. I think the date is on that one. So a little bit of an interesting one as well. Let's just have a little look at this one. Yeah, 1967. So they still had 1 shilling written on them. I don't think there's any additional value in that coin, but we'll keep it aside for now. Just trying to get these out. I didn't really open this roll up properly. Right, let's go through these ones first and we'll try and get the remainder out. Alright, we're making a mess. Alright, let's go through it. I need to keep those there for us. Nope. So I went and had a look on eBay just out of interest to see whether or not this coin was a collectible coin, whether people are buying and selling them. I think I found maybe between 5 and 8 examples for sale on eBay, but no recent sales. So someone was trying to sell an example of both coins for $20, and someone else was trying to sell an individual large head for $2.50. So not a heap of value in the coin, and doesn't seem to be that much interest in it, but maybe after this video people will find some interest. This is a nice changeover coin. So the mintage on the changeover is 6.2 million. This is quite a nice conditioned coin, so I'm just going to put it aside as one that I might add to a set. I feel like when I am noodling 10 cent coins that I'm always coming across 99s, but as soon as you go and start making an actual video when you want to look for them, you can't find them at all. The problem is I'm so focused in on looking for 99s I might miss something else I actually do want to keep. $98, very close. There's another 99. I'll put it aside for now and I'll do a comparison a bit later on, and we'll go through all the 99s that I do find and see if we can do some comparisons. Alright, let's go through one more roll, and then I'll start going through, pull out all the 99s and see what we can find. So I mean 10 rolls is a fairly small sample pot, so hopefully there's another 99. They all look very similar to me right now, so 2020, plenty of those, over the 17 million of those. There's a 98. So just got to try and read them with the light. I'm looking through my camera when I'm noodling, so it's not as easy. Don't want to miss a 2011, and those 2012s look very much like a 2011. All right. Alright, a few more coins to get through, and then I'll go and noodle the rest and we'll have a look at the results. $2021, that's going to be a keeper for now as well, because very low mintage at 1.25, but that will most likely change in the next annual report. Alright guys, going to hold the video there and we'll come back with the results. Alright guys, I'm back. I've gone through 10 rolls, so $40 worth of 10-cent coins. We do have a pile of 99s we need to go through, but before we have a look at them, we'll just have a look at the other results, which are fairly interesting. I'm quite happy with what we've come out with today. So at the start of the video, we did have a look at that New Zealand 1 shilling from 1967. Now, out of interest, these are all the 2021 10-cent coins. So currently are a low mintage, but really starting to feel that that is going to change, and they are going to be a lot higher than 1.25 million. So that's an interim figure. So we will know more later on, but that's 5 that I've found out of $40 worth. Also pulled out a 2018, which has a fairly low mintage of 3.1 million. So just interesting to show you what I am finding. 2 of the changeovers in the 6 million. Probably definitely the best 2 finds was 2 2011s, which I'm very happy with, and that's worth just doing the noodle in itself, because they're $5 to $7 each for those 2 coins, and well worth finding those. And just the 2019 to round it off, which also is the JC version and has a current mintage of 3.9 million. Alright, so let's do some comparisons and see what we've got. So out of the $40 worth, I found 10 1999 10-cent coins. This one is terrible and really not worth looking at, so we'll put that one aside. But we'll start doing some comparisons and see if we can identify if any of these are the large head versus the small head. Alright, now we will go in closer. Now what we're looking for is to see that the writing is closer to the rim. Alright, if it's closer to the rim, that'll mean we have a large head versus the small head. Now looking at both of those there, I would say, and it might be easier to look at the 99s, I would say they're both exactly the same. Alright, so let's just keep one. I'll put one aside and we'll keep going through the remainder. I believe that would be the same. So hard to tell, guys. Alright, let's grab another one. Once again, I think we're the same. Yeah, I think that's the same as well. That appears to be the same to me as well. Let me know if you think I'm missing something here. this one definitely seems to be closer. The 99 seems to be closer. The top of the A seems to be closer to the rim. I'm just trying to hold it in different lights so you guys can see that as well. But I would say the one on the top would be a large head versus the small head in the background. Alright, so I'm going to bring in another coin just as a comparison. Okay, I still think that the top one is closer compared to the back two. This is our final coin here, which certainly doesn't have as much shine on it, and I feel that that's in a similar situation. So I would say that we have 1 out of the 10 that would be classed as a large head. Alright, so let's put these two together, and you can really see the difference there. You can really see there's a big gap versus a very small gap on those two coins. Put them side by side and have a bit of a comparison. Yeah, having a look like that, I would certainly say that the one on the right versus the one on the left, there's certainly a difference there, and the one on the right is the large head compared to the small head on the left. Alright guys, that's where we're going to leave this video for today. Hope you've enjoyed this little hunt, and it might be worth making some room in your folders if you want to add in a different variety. So certainly 1 in 10 is what we've found today. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Bye for now.